welcome to my sacred space. It's Raven, and today we're doing something different. I was going through my YouTube account earlier, well, this morning, and then I saw that there was this comment from Wright, and she commented on one of my first deck haul video, and she mentioned that she liked the decks, and she was keen to find out how I work with, or how's my relationship with my decks. And I thought it was such a brilliant idea. So Dawn, if you're watching this, thank you so much for that awesome idea. So I figured I will immediately do a video, and the first one that I wanted to do a video about is Mo. Hey, this is Mo. I call her Mo. That's my nickname for my Modern Witch Tarot. So what I'm gonna do is basically a deck relationship update of some sort, something like that. So okay, so we'll do a deck relationship update. So this one is, so you can see it's my Modern Witch Tarot deck. You've seen it, I guess. I mean, there are so many videos about this deck online. This is by Liminal 11. I really love the deck. But before we do that, babe, I'm sorry about that. You know, I just have so many distractions. How is this kitty just always on my table when I try to make videos? I don't understand. You know, Siamese cats are actually really very clingy. That's a fact. They're also very noisy. But this one is just absolutely cray-cray. Look at him. Can you please give me my space back, please, buddy? No! Ah! He actually bit the camera. No, stay. Okay. I am sorry for that. You know, I'm not gonna cut it out. That's just who I am. That's what I deal with every day. But I don't mind dealing with this fur baby. Okay. So going back to Mo. So when I first opened her up and I did my rituals with them, you know, the transference of energies and everything, I also did a deck interview. And so like the Alright, so right when I said that I'm not gonna cut or edit anything out, something happened and I just needed to refresh or restart because my cat is just absolutely insane. Anyway, as I was saying, right after I got the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sturley, I actually named her Mo, and I did all of the usual ceremonies or rituals that one would do whenever they get a new tarot deck, like how to introduce them to the rest of the decks in your altar, or where you keep your decks. Of course, I meditated upon receiving her, and when I started using her, I meditated as well, just to transfer my intention on how I will be using this deck. I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I will get accurate responses, and that the deck is aware that it will be used for something good, because I don't know. Just wanted it to be aware of that, because I believe all decks are, everything in this world actually have energies, and we're all made up of energies. So I just wanted to make sure that, you know, we will be working together well. And I did a deck interview for Mo, and so I asked like several questions. I asked a number of, I think 5 questions. Yes, I'm looking at the notebook now. So I asked about her personality, the specialty, like what readings, you know, how she will be able to help me, and, you know, what kind of reader quality she wants or she works with well, and how her relationship is going to be like. And I did write down the answers for my questions back then. And like after several months of using this deck, I would like to look back. I think it would be nice to actually look back and see how it went. You know, if everything is pretty accurate. So just one sec. Just took a sip of my tea. Okay. So for Modern Witch Tarot, I just want to give you a quick look of the box. I think if you want to see the flip through of this deck, it's in my There's a loud motorcycle outside. I'm sorry about that. If you want to see a flip through of this deck, it's there in my videos. So just want to open it up. I love how it has this white outlines of magical tools and symbols out there. And it's just black. And then this is the guidebook. It's a pretty cute guidebook. Like I don't know, when I was a kid, I had like fairy tale books. My mom got me those fairy tale books, and this is how they look like. So it reminds me of that, which is pretty cute. And then, oopsies. Alright, so I'm making a mess. So that's the book. And then the cards. Oh, cool. Alright. So, according to the creator, deck creator Lisa Sturdy, she said that this is actually the card that started everything. This is her Ten of Swords card. Like she was going through some sort of like a creative block in the past, and for some reason she just started drafting or like creating this deck, this cards design, and that's how she got inspired to complete the whole tarot deck. And then here is a note. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down. Okay, so how is my relationship with this deck? Do I go straight with my relationship with this deck, or no? We'll go straight with the interview. Okay, so for the interview, I have no plans whatsoever on how to execute this video, but I'm just winging it, okay? So for personality, I asked what's her personality, and I got the answer that she's straight to the point. She won't give me any obstacles in trying to find the answer, and it's just gonna give, and that she's just gonna give it to me, like straight, like bluntly. And then for the specialty, I wrote down outer aspects of life, relationship, career, and friendship. And then for help, I saw that it's gonna be calming, or she will be calming to me, like a deck that will give me some sort of like tough love, okay, tender, and will, what did I write? Tender and will, okay. Is it? I don't understand my handwriting, I'm sorry. Understanding. Okay, so this deck is going to be like sort of, she will understand how I'm, like the questions that I'm, the situation where I'm in, and then she will give me a sincere answer. And then for tarot quality, or tarot reader quality, apparently Mo wants someone who is curious and unafraid to ask the hard questions. And as for a relationship, I got the Ten of Cups and the Hermit. So how come I didn't write for the others? Anyway, so I got the Ten of Cups and the Hermit, and I wrote down she's going to be my source of like whenever I need to ask questions, or she's gonna help me with my introspection. And then it's not gonna be a fulfilling, happy relationship. So I think that's a pretty good start, right? Now moving forward to how many months since I got it and have been working with it, I noticed that it is indeed straightforward. Like if there are times when I would be shuffling the deck, right? I would shuffling the deck, and I haven't asked a question yet, and I would see something. For example, there's the Six of Swords, and I would be like, okay, I haven't asked a question yet, so allow me to ask the question, and then and I will see when something jumps, or when I decide to finally stop and I get called to like actually get a card, it will be the Six of Swords. So I noticed that she has that effect on me. Like she's persistent in a way. Like she really, I don't know, like not really, how do I say it? Not really assertive, but no, she's assertive, not aggressive. Like she already knows the question that I was going to ask anyway, and she's already giving me the card, but I would be like, no, wait, just wait, and then eventually it will pop out. So I think the synchronicity is insane with this deck. As for the energy, I feel as though the Ten of Cups is pretty good. It's pretty accurate, because I feel like I don't really reach out for this deck often. I think because I am so, I don't know, I don't want to mess her up. Like look at that, it's still pretty. There are some dings and everything, but it's still pretty because I don't know, the card stock of this deck is just, it's different. It feels as though I don't want to shuffle it. That's crazy. Okay, so it's not like I don't reach out for this deck. I just try not to overuse it because look at it. It's just so pretty. The cardstock is immaculate. Yeah, that's the right word. It's immaculate. Look at that. It's just it has some dings already because I do side shuffle. So it has some dings already, and but I still try to carefully shuffle when I'm using it. I try because I feel as though I don't know, the cardstock has that effect of like you have to revere it. When something feels too good to the touch, it feels so good. It feels like amazing. It's glossy and the cardstock is kind of thick, and it's just somehow I feel like I don't want to use it because I fear of ruining it. But actually, you know what? It does add um, character to the decks once you have the dings and everything. But I don't know, for some reason, I'm just trying to preserve Mo as much as I can, as long as I can. So, anyway, back to our relationship. So, like I said earlier, I don't reach for her that often. Although when I do, she's like this. Okay, how do I say it? When you have a friend from college, right? And this friend from college, you hung out with them for a long time. And then when you grew up, when you graduated, and you both had your own lives, own career, and everything, but you're still very close with that person. And although you haven't spoken with them for a long time, once you do, it's like nothing happened. It's like no time passed, and you still talk the same way that you did before. You still relate to each other the same way. It's like some sort of like an amazing sisterhood, and that's what I get from this deck from Mo. I feel as though like whenever I do reach out for her, I get that energy from her. I still like how straightforward and how she gives me the answers, like no BS. Like she gives me the answers like, okay, this is the answer for your question. Okay, deal with it. That's how it feels like with her. So I feel like though, I feel as though like she gives me tough love, and I like this deck. Okay. So in terms of the artworks, of course, it is based from the Rider-Waite Smith deck's how do I say that, archetypes or the scenes. Okay, it's based from that, but of course modernized. So I think it's really cute. Plus, the outfits are just amazing. You can actually pull a card and just, okay, maybe I'll wear the same thing today. That's one thing also. But I love how the deck is very, very inclusive. It is absolutely diverse. You see people wearing different hair colors like this one. See? It's something that's very relevant to today, and of course it's fitting because it is the modern witch tarot. But I see it as absolutely, I don't know, just well thought of. I believe that the deck creators, the artists, and everyone just made sure that everyone is well represented regardless of their color, their gender. And I think that's just great, and that's why I love working with this deck as well, because and the colors are fresh. They're very pretty. I don't know. It just gets me. I just get drawn in whenever I pull a card, and there are so many elements to this deck that you would like I wouldn't notice before, and then I would notice it now. This is very interesting. Okay. And the outfits, and this deck, this card specifically, actually reminds me of, I think it was maybe an early 2000s movie. I don't know, I haven't seen it. I don't want to watch it. It's called The Battle Royale. So it's this movie about this Japanese girls, or Japanese kids in school, and I don't know, they just ended up killing each other just to survive, and they were just given like one piece of like weapon, and they have to kill, I don't know, just hit or shoot or bludgeon, or I'm sorry for the violent terms, but that's what I'm reminded of with this one, because of course it's a conflict card, right? And I'm seeing like the hands, they have wraps, and the uniform, and they do have the Japanese style, like the hair, like and the eyes, of course, and the uniform. So it reminds me of Sailor Moon. So yeah, that's what I am reminded of with this deck. That specific card, and I love how people are wearing awesome clothing. Like, look at her shoes. They're absolutely gorgeous. I want them. And then different hair colors, and I absolutely love the Hermit card. I feel like sometimes this is me. And yeah, so that's it. Because sometimes, in the course of my day, I would just be lying down, like trying to work on something, and then I would feel like, okay, I just want to read some tarot, and I would go here to my altar, and the first deck that I would see would be Mo, and somehow I feel like she's intuitively calling me to like use her, and she has something to say, and when I do use her, I do get like this comforting energy, like going to a friend and then talking to a friend and telling them like, okay, this is how my day went, it's so sucky and all of that, and they would first listen to you and give you advice, and the advice are just like nothing short of like loving and compassionate, but at the same time very straightforward and blunt, like you need to get your shit together. That's what I get from this deck. So suffice to say, I do appreciate my Modern Witch Tarot deck. Oops. So I'm really grateful for Mo, and thank you. I thank the universe for having you in my life. I am truly grateful for getting this deck. So Liminal 11, thank you so much for coming up with such a diverse and a relevant deck for the times. So that's it. That's my my deck relationship update. First ever with Mo, or the Modern Witch Tarot. Okay, this is absolutely not well thought of. So I hope you guys get the gist of what I was trying to say, or how I relate to my deck. That's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this quick chat, and I think I'm gonna do several others for the decks that I've worked with for long, and that's it. Thank you so much, you guys. Cheers, and have a beautiful day ahead. Bye.